Oi pessoal, tô aqui com meu amigo Kelvin Jack, a gente jogou junto na Escócia, no Dundee. O Kelvin é de Trinidad e Tobago e a gente não se vê há algum tempo, a gente está aqui batendo um papo, colocando o papo em dia. Kelvin, thank you mate, good to see you again.
Good to see you as well.
After a long time. So, you played World Cup in 2006, right?
Yes.
For Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
It's a really good experience. Can you tell us what's the feeling for represent your country in such a big competition?
Well, it was a a lifelong dream of mine, and sometimes when you look back, you just have to pinch yourself, like did I actually really achieve that? But it's something you have to really work hard for. You have to sacrifice a lot, especially a small country like Trinidad and Tobago. There's a lot of sacrifice, it's a lot of hard work. You have to have a positive mindset as well. And when you finally achieve it, it's just the greatest feeling in the world. Yeah.
So it was amazing. And you were talking that you enjoyed more the international football, international competition than the club competition, right?
Yeah, international football. I think, in my opinion, it's a pinnacle because you're representing your country. It's my country against your country.
Yeah.
You can't, in theory, you can't really get any foreign players or anything like that. It's me against you. And it's a huge pride. It's a privilege to play for your country. So that's one of the reasons why I really enjoyed international football.
Eu esqueci de comentar que o Kelvin jogou a Copa do Mundo de 2006 na Alemanha por Trinidad e Tobago. It was the only time Trinidad was qualified for a World Cup, right?
Yeah, it's the only time we qualified, 2006. Since then, we've not had the best of luck. We've had quite a bit of problems and so forth, organization-wise and so forth. But hopefully, if we could get a good structure in place, we could get to the World Cup finals
Hopefully.
again.
Yeah.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
And Kelvin, you were a big fan of Brazilian football, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, and you were saying about how do you call Cristiano Ronaldo? That was a really
well, just out of respect for as I call him, the real Ronaldo, the phenomenon. I would never call Cristiano Ronaldo. I'll always say Cristiano. Just because I think you need to pay homage to probably the greatest centre forward that's ever lived. Alongside Pele. You can't call Cristiano Ronaldo. You call Ronaldo 9 Ronaldo, and you call Cristiano.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. And regarding the player development. Now you've retired and you were working as a manager, trying kids. You coach your kids as well. Your both sons. What's the difference you can see? Between South American players or even Trinidad players against, for example, English young players. The way how they are developing players here.
I think I'm always fascinated with South American players because and in particular Brazilian players, because Brazil just seems to have a production line of players, players all over the world, whether it's playing in Italy, in France, in Germany, everywhere, China, just so many players, and the quality. I'm always astonished with the quality of Brazilian players in particular, and being here in England for the past 15 years and so forth now, I could see why there's so many foreign players over here, because in my opinion the way that they coach players here in England, they don't coach players to I think they take all the skill out of a young player to make them into a typical English player, which is an English player that just runs hard and tackles and have that mentality. When you have the South American makes a difference. The South American has the quality. The South American could dribble. The South American, could see a pass that an English player can't see. So I think the main difference is I think South Americans want it more. They're more hungry, and they're not as many distractions. Football is everything. Football is life.
Yes.
While here in England, kids here in England, there are so many distractions. There are PlayStations. There's people go on holidays more. Something as simple as that. You look at stuff like that, but there's so many more distractions that kids don't focus solely on football.
Yeah, okay. Kelvin, thank you very much. Just a brief conversation. We are talking. A gente está falando aqui. We have been talking for like 3 hours here. É só uma conversa rápida aqui para mostrar para vocês. Thank you very much. It's good to see you again and see you again, and hopefully we can see you another time. And you have a lot to contribute to sport,
of course,
for English football and to the international competitions as well. Your experiences, you are a really experienced guy, and you have a lot to contribite to the football. Yeah, well done for your career.
Thanks a lot, Alex. All right.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah.
All right.